Hey guys, it's Brandon. I'm going to play a 15-minute game, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. I've decided to play a game with the computer chess engine Predator, which according to like computerchess.org, this is just the ranking list. You can see Houdini at the top, Ribka, Stockfish, all these engines. This one is the lowest rated on the list that it has, 239, Predator, but its ELO is 1947, so it's a decently strong human player type of engine. So I've downloaded it, and I'll put a link to the description in the description. I'll put a link to where you can download it and play it if you would like. And so I'm going to have a 15-minute game with it. I've played it twice under long time controls, and I've had some success. And by had some success, I mean I won twice with both black and white. Okay, played knight f3. I found that the computer is somewhat not very strong positionally. Okay, tactically it's like any other computer, but positionally it's not very strong. So I intend to play a game here where I just sort of play positionally and see what comes of it. Okay, I can play e6 here. I can play d5, and he can play c4, and we get into a queen's gambit declined. I'll just play e6, and he can play c4, and then we could transpose into the queen's Indian with b6, or something else. I'm not sure. So let's see what happens here. Queen d3. This is sort of a strange looking move. You're not supposed to bring your queen out early before you develop pieces. I don't know what the idea of this move is. It doesn't have a real opening book or anything, and so it doesn't understand strategic concepts out of openings oftentimes. But okay, it's still a computer and it calculates pretty well. So knight c3. Okay. If I play b6 and he plays d5, that's an option. So I can play d5 myself. And we get into some kind of strange... Okay, I think I'm going to play d5 and then follow it up with b6, bishop a6, just developing my bishop with tempo. The knight will be protecting the bishop. Okay, and then it'll also be developed with tempo because of the queen. If he plays queen to c... Oh, okay. Bishop to f4. So his idea, I guess, e3. That would just give strength to my... I would love him to play e3 here, and I can play bishop to... I can play b6 and bishop a6, and then trade light square bishops. Would be very nice for me. Oh, we castled queenside. Wow. So it looks like we could be in for an exciting game here. Should I play c5 right away? Maybe I could just play c5 right away. Not sure. c5... Or what about still this plan with b6 and bishop a6? Still seems okay. And then I can play c5 maybe. Besides, the queen is a little low on squares after bishop to a6. It only has d2 and d3. So, okay, this is very nice now for me. I'd like to get off that light square bishop that he has. Knight to c5, b5 doesn't work because of c6. So I think, yeah, it doesn't work. So I'm trading off light square bishops now. This is my bad bishop, so I'm happy to do that. I'm thinking about actually a6, maybe even before c5, because if he plays c5, if I play c5 and he answers knight b5, they could be coordinating, and that might not be fun. c5, knight b5, knight e4, knight c7. I'm just going to play a6 and then c5, and just try to break things open against his king. He's gonna have to start pushing pawns against my king, of course, in order to try anything out here. So c5, knight c6 is what I'm looking at here. Okay, c5 takes. I'll take with the pawn. Not sure. Okay, I'll have to. Maybe I'll have to play knight d7 now. Because I can't play knight c6 because of knight takes c6. Okay, the question now is pawn or bishop capture. Pawn takes seems okay, and I'll rely on the b file to get the b file open against his king. But I have to get developed here. Knight d7 is the candidate at the moment. Okay, queen d3. He's eyeing h7, but I don't think he's got any coordination on that square yet. If I play knight c6, he can play... If I play knight d7, he can play knight c6. So... I'm thinking about queen b6, followed by... Okay, queen b6 fails. No, it doesn't. Queen b6, knight d7, knight takes d7. Queen b6... adding an extra coverage. I guess he could play knight to a4 here. Knight a4, attacking the queen. Oh, he's going to open the center. Very interesting. Okay. Knight c6. Pawn takes queen. I have to calculate here for a second. So knight c6. If he takes on e5, e5. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. Knight d7. So that's not good. I could play e takes. Ooh, queen takes. No, because of the knight. Knight takes. Knight c6. I have to be very careful here. If I play d takes e4, knight takes e4, knight takes e4, queen takes e4, he's hitting my rook and threatening also knight to d7 at the same time. So I have to play knight d7, and if looks like a alright. Maybe I have to keep the center closed and just push forward a little bit. He can play knight a4, in which case I will... What? I'm not sure. Where will I put my queen? He didn't. So this gives me a chance now to play knight c6, hitting his strong knight on d4. On e5, excuse me. So at some point I'm going to play a rook b8, and oh, he's really going after my center here. I'm not so sure it's a good idea for him to be opening the king in this way. Okay, after bishop takes e5, pawn takes, knight takes, rook d8. I'm not sure. I'm gonna make an. Maybe I can make a Zug, as they say. Rook b8. Nope, the rook is covered by the bishop. Takes. Okay, what about takes? Knight takes. Rook d8 or queen takes. No, takes. Queen takes. Knight takes e4. Takes. Bishop takes. Queen takes doesn't work either. Okay. Takes the pawn. If he plays pawn takes. I'm not sure. I'm going to just try to break up his kingside as much as possible here. If it doesn't work in the long run, then it could be trouble, because I have these fractured pawns, but I'm playing really for an attack here. How's the time? Some decent time here. Okay, I can play rook d8. And with tempo on the queen. Rook d8. Or what about knight g5, knight g4, attacking the bishop? The bishop moves back. And then bishop f6. Or knight d7. Nope, queen takes d7. Knight g4, attacking the bishop. Bishop moves to f3 or f4 or g3. Bishop f6 to get the bishop on the diagonal. And then I'll play something like f3 or h4 to chase my knight, which will have to go to, well, I could go to e5. So maybe this is an idea. Yeah. And I can go here now. I like this bishop pointing at the king side. That's a nice benefit. And if he plays h3, my idea is knight e5. Ha. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble here, because now I can't even go back to h6. Did not anticipate this move, queen to g3. And I can't go to e5 either, because he takes twice. So h5 to defend the piece. Okay. Well, I guess I have to take this knight now, and then play knight to f6. Or, yeah. Alright, I don't want to have to give up my dark square bishop, but I don't really see a different... The problem is, if I played knight to e5, of course he just takes it, because he's got 2 attack. And if I play knight to h6, he has bishop takes h6, and the g-pawn is pinned. So, now I'll bring this knight back, attacking the e-pawn. And his king is a little shaky. Unfortunately, I can't get a rook to be... pinning the knight, and threatening actually just to take it. I have knight to h5. Knight h5, queen h4, and then what? g3. My dark squares are very weak. I guess maybe king h8. So the pawn is not pinned anymore, is my move. Not sure what else to do here. His king is open and my king is open. So now he wants to win a pawn. I'll play knight to I'll play knight to e8 to defend the f7 square. And try to drum something up now. The problem is this bishop is really annoying. Oh man. It's cutting out any of my my rook to b8 ideas. I can play queen b6 with tempo on the rook, and he's pretty much going to be coming with rook to b2 now. So I'm not sure what really I can do here. It's tough for me. It's tough for me right now. My rooks are not connected. I could play rook d8. Rook d8, rook takes, queen takes, rook d1, queen b6. It's getting dangerous. It is really getting dangerous. This bishop is really annoying here. So what can I do here? Rook d8, rook takes, queen takes, bishop. I don't know. f6. I could try f6 to try to chase the bishop off of the die. What about f6? Should at least grab the bishop. Okay, f6, bishop to d6, bishop takes, rook takes, attacking the e-pawn. But then I'll have queen b5 attacking the rook. So we can't take the e-pawn. And I'll be able to defend the e-pawn. So let's go with this. I'm anticipating bishop to d6, knight takes d6, rook takes d6, attacking the queen, but I'll have queen b6. And if he takes the pawn, I get his... Oh, he didn't play that. I see. I'll just move the queen out of the way, I guess. His bishop is still hanging. What's he doing with this bishop now? I guess bishop to, b8. But that looks precarious. It's the only square he has for the bishop, but what can I do to trap it? That's the problem. If I play queen c8, where's the bishop going? Queen c8, he plays bishop to d6. So I'd like to be able to move the knight, but I don't have any place to move the knight. So that's a problem. Okay, but let's just get on with it. I need to exchange some pieces here because he's kind of all in my camp at the moment. And somehow I didn't get the attack that I really wanted to, and I'm down on time. So queen takes now, and then rook to d8 seems okay. Rook d8, and I'll try to grab the d file with queen d7. So he's grabbing the b file, I'm grabbing the d file. Not sure what's going to happen out of this. I'm giving up a pawn here on c5. He's not taking it yet. c4, just get some space. Try to defend the pawn. I do have back rank issues that I need to worry about. Okay, what about trying to penetrate here? Trying to penetrate into his position, and I'm low on time. Okay, I'm going to try to grab the B file. I don't really think this is going to work, but I'm going to play H6 and give my king some space, try to double on the B file. Double on the B file. He can play rook to E1 though. Rook to D1. No, rook D1 then check. Alright, I just have to play here. I'm anticipating rook D1, and then I'm going to play queen to E3 check. No. E5. Alright, I think I just have to take this. Alright, I have to try to double here and threaten something on B1. No choice. Oh my goodness, is he sacking his queen? Have I missed something? What's going on here? Why is he sacking his queen? I guess maybe my attack was stronger than I thought. What's going on? Is he going to try to push this pawn? Well, I'm threatening checkmate now, buddy. So what are you going to do? What on earth just happened? Yeah, but this is just delaying the inevitable. I guess my attack, it was just so scared of my attack here, and this is mate. So, what the heck? I have no explanation for this. F takes E5 and then rook B7. My idea was just to double rooks and then get in on the back rank on B1, but surely there was some defense here because it just played queen takes H6. I'm gonna throw on like a real engine and see what it has to say here. I'm gonna load like Houdini and see what Houdini has to say, because that queen takes H6 is just crazy. Oh, it seemed crazy to me anyway. So I'm going to make this a little smaller so we can see the engine evaluations. Yeah, rook b7 and analyze. It's saying minus half a pawn advantage for me. It says queen d6 for white to try to trade queens and then keeping the queens on board. But it just played queen takes h6. I don't understand. I really don't understand. This is all better for black, it's saying. But okay, I have a strong attack, but I really don't know. It's like the computer gave up here. I guess I had rook b8. Yeah. Oh, I played the wrong rook to b8 apparently. That's interesting. It was saying rook a8 to b8, queen f2, queen d6. Oh, okay. It wants me to do something like this, and then queen f2, and then queen d6, threatening this check here on a3. That would have been very strong, I guess. But Wow, I don't even know why the computer just decided its position was so hopeless that it took on h6 with the queen, and then g takes h6, rook h1, but this is just mating, right? So, wow. So, just a quick recap. Knight to c3, d5. This was a sort of kind of a basic position, and I got the light square bishops off here, but he castled queenside. So it's all about making inroads into your opponent's position when it's opposite sides castling like this. But yeah, bishop to the computer likes black through here. Oh, after queen g3, it said rook to b8, threatening checkmate. So the knight can't be taken. Oh, it wants to sack the exchange. Oh, that's crazy. It wants me to play rook b8, bishop takes b8, rook takes b8, and then threatening here and stuff. So I guess that could have been strong. But okay, I played bishop takes c3, and it's slightly better for black. And now it likes black by half a pawn. Rook fe1. The computer played bishop e5. Still it likes rook b8. It still wants me to sack the exchange. I played king h8 to get out of the pin, and queen f4 to try to win a pawn. It still just wants me to sack the exchange with rook b8. But I decided just to defend. Still a little bit better for black. This is all according to Houdini. Yeah, f7, f6 it liked. And rook b2, yeah, queen c6. Rook to d1. Actually, okay, so rook b8. Yeah, okay, Houdini's suggesting g5 here, and then probably knight to g7. Yeah, I thought about that in the game, but I didn't want to weaken my king so much. Okay, the knight comes back. Oh, wait a minute. I went back too far here. Yeah, f6. Queen c8. Computer says even again. Bishop d6. Take off that knight, and it's better for me. Take off that bishop, and it's better for me. And, okay. Interesting. Very interesting game. And the computer just sort of gave up later on, and got to mate it. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed that game, and we'll see you next time.